Communicational factors underlying mental illness remain one of mankind's most enduring mysteries. Mental illness is primarily regarded as a physical disorder or a chemical imbalance, although clear-cut signs within the brain have eluded convincing documentation. Indeed, the most obvious outward signpost is a disturbance in the ability to communicate in an interpersonal sense, often in an exaggerated or bizarre fashion. The emotions are similarly affected to an extreme degree, as witnessed in the profound nature of the mood disorders, such as mania or melancholy. An overall communicational model of mental illness has conspicuously been lacking due to the daunting conceptual challenges at issue. As with many other great such enigmas, the solution often emerges from advances in a parallel field of inquiry, such as in communications theory. Indeed, a breakthrough in the understanding of affective or emotionally charged language has recently been proposed, wherein incorporating the communicational factors underlying mental illness within a general 8-part schematic depicted. This diagram actually represents a radical expansion upon Aristotle's enduring theory of the mean, which was originally defined as a more basic 3-part model. When the 6 additional affective categories are further added into the mix, the grand total jumps to 408 individual terms, including the 56 individual forms of mental illness. This total breaks down into the 8 forms of the personality disorders, 8 forms of the neuroses, and 20 forms each for the mood disorders and schizophrenia, as partially depicted. Here, mental illness is functionally consistent with an emotional style of communicational dynamic, and one that encompasses certain other forms of human communication. Indeed, the extreme symptomology associated with the mental disorders effectively distorts or exaggerates the overall conceptual framework, generally obscuring the cognitive aspects being communicated. Consequently, the key to understanding these elusive factors ultimately resides in the context of more routine communication, where the various emotional parameters can be more accurately ascertained. When this virtuous realm is further contrasted with the parallel realm of the vices, the resultant master format expands to a grand total of 80 individual terms, offering a fitting contextual background towards resolving the enigma of mental illness, with considerable applications in terms of treatment and diagnosis for the mental disorders.